Yo, what's going on, guys? What is happening? Happy Sunday. It almost feels like it actually does feel like a Sunday for a change. I don't know. I feel like I've just been running around doing a bunch of errands and stuff, getting ready for the trip. I'm so excited, a little bit stressed. Not gonna lie, just gonna be full transparent with you guys. There's just a lot of different things I need to make sure that I got dialed in before the trip. But yeah, how's everybody doing? What is good? What is good? What is good? I was meaning to do this review a couple weeks ago, and I ended up not getting the sneakers. I wanted them originally in a size 12 from Stashed and from Stashed SF. I ended up deciding not to pick them up for whatever reason. I was under the impression these would not be doing well on the aftermarket, but surprisingly they're doing decent. So I wanted to cover them today because it's an interesting collaboration with Sacai and Nike. Obviously, we do know it is Sacai's 50th anniversary, right? So they've been it's not Sacai's, it's the Cortez's 50th anniversary. So they've been doing a lot of like collaborations and, like with Union, with Sacai, as they should, to celebrate the sneaker. There's been a lot of different, I would say it's interesting to me because there's a lot of different celebrations that are happening this year specifically. Union being the 50th anniversary, the Air Force One being its 40th anniversary, and I believe there was another one too, but it's just like, it's kind of like a milestone for a lot of these sneakers, so they've just been kind of celebrating, if anything. Enjoying this rainy day in California. Yeah, it's been a pretty muggy, I really hate the word depressing day, but like more so just kind of gloomy. Maybe gloomy is the right term, if anything. Let me know if everything is running smoothly. I had to dial things back. My apologies. We're going back to 720p just so the stream runs a little smoother. I rewatched the one yesterday. It was a little bit choppy with the 1080 slash 4K camera. I feel like there are limitations, so I just want to be fully transparent with you guys. Look, we're still going to pump out content. I'm going to figure out what I need to do on the back end. If I eventually need to do a computer upgrade, we're going to do what we need to do to get the channel to where we need it to be. But for now, we're dialing it back just so things are smoother, all right? Because I remember when on Friday when I initially covered the San Francisco Giants sneaker, I feel like it was so choppy. I had like 12 people on, and then a lot of people left, and it was just kind of like down to 3. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Christian 2K says, I'm depressed. My Saints lost today. Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that, man. Hang in there, bro. Hang in there. There's gonna be better days. All right, there's gonna be better days, man. But yeah, it's like I feel like it's been pretty rainy over here. Pretty rainy day. I'm looking outside. It's pretty gloomy, but look, we're here. We're doing the content. We're shining. We're shining on over here. We got to do what we got to do to run this channel. We're at right now 1,407 subscribers. So shout out to each and every single one of you guys who has decided to subscribe to the channel. We will be doing a giveaway once we hit 2,000 subscribers, as you guys all know. I do plan on doing another giveaway sometime soon. So if you guys are thinking, if you're considering subscribing to the channel, I'm just gonna pop a giveaway before that, like a little giveaway sometime soon. So hang in there. Don't even ask how the Raiders did. I won't ask how the Raiders did. But let me go ahead and share my screen. All right, let's get to the chase over here. So these released. There's going to be 2 releases of this specific sneaker. All right, this is the Nike and Sacai Cortez. Let me just lower the volume over here so you guys can hear me a little bit clearer. So this one already released on August 31st last month, okay? This already dropped. I feel like even before August 31st, certain stores were already doing contests and stuff like that. So there's going to be 2 specific colorways. I was not aware there's going to be another colorway. This is the first one. Now, I do want to just show you guys what the other one is. I believe it's this one. So there's going to be a gray one as well, which honestly, I don't know. I feel like the gray one, I'm kind of like leaning towards the gray, maybe just a little bit better. Again, I know this isn't the most hyped sneaker, but I do want to cover it because they're doing a lot better on the aftermarket than I thought they would. All right, and I think for me, part of the reason I wanted to cover this on the channel is it's an interesting sneaker. It's not necessarily your everyday sneaker. They switched some things up on this specifically, which we will be getting into because I got them right over here in the building. All right. Now, not necessarily my size, but it is what it is. We got to get the content and then get out the building, all right? That's the best colorway classic look. Are you talking about the gray one, or are you talking about this one? I don't know. For me, I'm kind of leaning on the gray, but then there's something about this that just speaks like America. You know what I mean? It's got the American colorways. I feel like if it's the 4th of July and you're rocking something like this, it's definitely a good look. Again, we need to remember this specific sneaker is a running sneaker. Okay? It was designed 50 years ago. It was pushed out 50 years ago. And it's definitely popular with, I don't know, just an older generation, and there's nothing wrong with that, But if you think about what Nike has been doing with a lot of these sneakers, the Jordan 2, the Cortez. So they've been spicing it up to appeal to a newer generation, right? So that's kind of what I've been seeing lately is like, especially with this one specifically. This one just really like, you have it in hand, you're looking at it, and you're like, whoa, this is just a really out of this world type of sneaker. I did cover another one of their sneakers in my channel a while back. It was one of those sneakers that almost looks like a moon sneaker in a way, where it was just the entire thing was like mirror finish. It was kind of cool. I decided not to hang on to that, but it was a cool sneaker to cover, and I like the fact that they just put out really out of this world stuff. Sacai definitely does stuff differently. But yeah, this one is definitely. I think it's a cool sneaker. It's definitely a cool sneaker, and I'm excited to be touching on them. So let's scroll down over here. Yeah, Nike Zoom Cortez Sacai prepares for August arrival. All right, so yep, as I said, 50th anniversary, 2022. Interesting. The Nike Cortez was originally developed as a track shoe for the 1972 Olympics. I did not know that. Hey, I guess that's good to know. The more you know. But this is the University Red colorway. So I think if you want a little bit of color in your life, I think this is definitely a good option. All right. So these did retail. The retail for this specifically, considering the fact that certain Nike Cortezes, especially the Union release, was like $130. This is kind of a little bit of a stretch. $185. Probably around, I think I paid about $200 for this overall. At least an average with tax and everything like that. You got to take into account, like, there's more stuff they put on this. Like, you have the air bubble, you have an additional, like, tag. They definitely do stuff different. For those that don't know, Sacai is a Japanese brand, and, like, they're doing things very, very different. And I think it's why it's a very popular brand. Yo, Ash, what's going on? Happy Sunday. What is up? What is up? What is up? What I like most about your reviews, you're honest. Most people would just say it's better because they have it. Yeah, no, here's the thing. I don't hang on to all the sneakers, and I think it's why I can be honest about it. Number one, any sneaker I review, nobody's paying me to do these reviews. You got to, for me, when I look into channels that do reviews, I'm like, are they sponsored by that company? Because here's the thing. If Nike did send this to me, it's going to be hard for me to talk bad about it because I want this product. I would want the product to do good. I would want them to sell them, as opposed to they mail me something and I'm talking mad crap about it. You know what I mean? It's like, to me, it's not fair. So I think for me, especially since I'm still starting out, I mean, ideally, it would be nice for me to eventually get some sponsors on the channel, right? But I think for right now, it's just like, thank you. I appreciate that compliment. I'm trying to be as honest as I can about these specific sneakers. As we're learning, I mean, every single time before I go live, I do a little bit of research. I want to know what the hell I'm actually talking about, so that I can actually have something tangible to deliver to you guys, so you're aware. You know what I mean? So we can learn together, and we can grow the channel, right? But yeah, I appreciate all you guys joining in the building over here. I know, again, this isn't the most popular silhouette. It's a Cortez. A lot of people roll their eyes, but honestly, I think this is one of the best Cortezes that has released this year, like over Union. I know I covered all the Union, all 4 of them. That was kind of cool to have all of them in the building. I didn't hang on to all of them, not going to lie. But look, at the end of the day, we get the content and we out the building, all right? But for this one specifically, I would say out of every single Cortez that I've had in hand, this one is something I would keep. Now, this isn't my size. This is size 11. But regardless, we're going to cover in the channel. If it was my size, I'd probably consider keeping it. Full transparency. Because with the air bubble on the front, versus the back. You know how Air Max, the air bubbles in the back? It's very interesting that this one's on the front. So let's go ahead and I guess without any further ado, okay, so yeah, I did touch on how much they retail for, 185, average for about 200. Colorway is the white light cream University Red, and it did release last month on the last day of last month. All right, so bang. Let's take a look at another photo over here before I take them out of the box. But shout out to each and every single one of you guys rocking with me over here. Yeah. So the gray one is coming out relatively soon. There's not a fixed date on the gray ones yet, but I do believe that the gray ones might even sell better because it's just more like a tonal colorway versus these ones specifically. But I don't know. I'm still figuring out which one I'd lean towards. I do like this color. I do like it a lot. I think this one is definitely a solid pair. So without any further ado, I'm glad things are moving a lot smoother because again we had to dial it back. We're back in 720p. Because I'd rather it not chopping and people hang out, all right? People hang out. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into it. So this is a pretty big box, I'm not gonna lie. All right, this is the box. I'm surprised they didn't necessarily have anything like Sacai related on it. You just have it's a Nike orange box. Let's go ahead and pull this sucker out. You do happen to have some interesting paperwork over, well, not paperwork. Nobody wants to do paperwork. I guess tissue paper, if anything. So let me just go ahead and, yeah, I feel like this entire box has just taken on like half my desk. So yeah, there it is. And let's go ahead and open it up. So the paper does read Sacai on the back. I'm not going to pull the entire thing out because it's, you guys are here to see the sneaker, right? So let's go ahead and take the sneaker out. Wow, this is a pretty big sneaker. So here we have it. Bang. In the building. All right. I hope you guys can see it clearly because I'm really trying to figure out my whole light setup, but these are sick. Obviously, the first thing I notice is that air bubble in the front. Now, the thing about this shoe specifically, you can't see the air bubble on the other side. So it's only exposed on the front. And I find it really interesting. It's definitely a different type of look. Let's go ahead and, there we go. I like the fact Christian says, I understand why it's $185 retail. You can wear the shoe every day and it will last for a very long time. Yeah, so again, it's a running shoe. You've got a lot of foam panels here. You have everything from, the initial white sole, which is nice and clean, and then from white it goes into blue and then cream. You have like a lot of layers of foam, Sacai is known for this exposed back panel sticking out. And then I like the entire thing on the back. If you look at it, it's just kind of just goes, you got the different colorways. It's almost like, I don't know, it's almost like a piece of cake in a way. And then you have the branding, Nike Sacai on the back. And then obviously you can't miss it. You got the double swoosh, I guess similar to how, I'm not going to compare this to a Travis Scott sneaker, obviously, because there's not really much hype behind this one. But I do like the fact that they do have the double swoosh. That definitely makes it stand out a lot. Different. Similar to how Travis Scott has his, he's known for the reverse Nike swoosh. This one has the double swoosh, which is cool. It's cool overall. Now on the internal part of the sneaker, you only have one swoosh. So that's pretty interesting. So people, when you're walking around, will see the double swoosh. There we go. I can see this with a lot of really cool like silver or gray track pants for sure. Just an overall cool running shoe. I really want to be able to get my size and try these on because I'm really compelled on this air bubble in the front. It's different. I've never worn a single sneaker with an air bubble in the front, and I think it would be really cool. Now on the front toe box, this is what you pretty much see. Let me go ahead and just take the other one out so you guys can see, what they would look like if you're literally just looking down at your feet. So that's literally what it is. I've never been the biggest fan of the toe box in the Cortez. It just kind of looks like a bowling sneaker, if anything. Again, this was designed 50 years ago, so please take that into account. Doesn't it look kind of like a bowling shoe in a way? The front definitely does, but overall, I like these a lot. I think they're sick, and I do plan on eventually, hopefully getting my size. Now, a couple things that we do need to know. It doesn't come with any extra laces or anything like that. It literally just comes with these cotton, well, actually, there's two types of laces on it. I don't know if you guys can see that clearly. So there's two laces in the sneaker. You have the round one, and then you also have a flat one. So I find that very interesting. I don't think other than the Virgil sneakers that I have, we have, two types of laces. The one that's like of a certain color, I guess similar to the Lot 50. And then you just have that just one solid color on the inside. So you got the double laces and you got this double tongue as well, which is super interesting. So the front says Nike Sacai, the back just says Nike. So I don't know why they decided to do the double, you know, this double tongue, but I know Sacai is known for doing the double tongue. The first one, well, it's not so much like exposed, but yeah, it does have a little bit of like a cutout, like it's not sealed, and that's on both of them. All right, I hope you guys can see that. Overall, these are sick. I don't know. I was thinking about like what rating I'm going to give these, and I know Mr. Old School always gives me flack for it, but I'm going to give these a solid 7 out of 10. I like them a lot. I think these are cool. I think every time I see this, I just think America. You know, I just literally think about how this is like probably one of the most perfect shoes for the 4th of July. You know, if you're rocking these on the 4th of July, these are cool. These are bangers. So I don't know. I think a 7 out of 10. I think is doing the sneaker justice because of the fact that it's collaboration. There's a little bit of hype behind it. Considering, we'll take a look at what they're doing on the aftermarket. But I just want you guys to see on the interior it says Nike Sacai. And again, the reason why I do these reviews is because I want to get the sneakers as close as possible to you guys, so you guys can really understand. Not to the point of smelling them, but you know, you really kind of can get the initial understanding of what it is. And then you pretty much have like this mesh cloth on the front. I know I didn't really get to talk about that, but if we kind of get close up, mesh cloth, that transitions into suede. All right. Mr. Osko says the details are great looking. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think they really killed this. They absolutely killed it. I mean, if you take a look at the different colors, you know, for the midsole, you have this gray that goes into white, and then you have the cream, and then this blue foam on the bottom. This is a slightly different material, so I can only imagine wearing this and how the softness on the back, and then especially this. This really is compelling me to get my size. I really want to try this out and figure out, like, how does it feel? You know, like, how does that initial bubble in the front feel? But because it really looks so super different, very compelling, and yeah, if I don't get this in my size, I'll probably, maybe, get the gray ones. So the gray ones are set to release pretty soon. I'm looking at this colorway specifically, and again, we will get to pricing momentarily, so you guys know the value of these sneakers. But these are clean. I like them. These you could probably mix and match with a lot of different outfits. Now, this will probably be doing much better on the aftermarket. This is most likely set to release anytime in October or in November. Again, we're entering, like, you know, fall, winter. This looks like a good fall, winter running shoe. It just does. It really does. All right. So I did want to touch on that because if you scroll down over here, you can see a couple more photos. Okay, you got the double swoosh. One swoosh that you can kind of barely see in a way. You know, it kind of goes. You know, it kind of goes with the mesh. These are clean. I don't know. I think after looking at it a little bit more, I think I'm still leaning on the University Red colorway. But there is no official release date for these ones yet. But they will, you know, it will pop up on the Nike app before we know it. I know that the red ones already did release on, you know, August 31st on the Nike app. So if anybody watching my channel did hit, congrats. I think these are awesome. And let's go ahead and take a look at what they're doing on the aftermarket. Yeah, this is the box. As you see, it says Sacai on the paper. I know I didn't really get to show you guys the paper, but we don't necessarily have we don't have an official date for the gray ones just yet, but we will soon. Okay, so you're probably wondering, what are these doing on an aftermarket? Should I get a pair? I don't really know. Like, what's it trending, especially in the larger sizes? Now, again, remember, out the building, these were 185. I was looking at the receipt; it was about 200. Okay, so you're probably, depending on your city, the tax, all that mumbo jumbo. If you're paying shipping, factor all that in. It's too plain looking for me. Yeah, the green one's a little on the plainer side. All right, so again, I was kind of surprised that on the aftermarket, these are actually holding, if not doing a little bit better. Obviously, I would say, considering the fact it was 185, and then these are about, like, you know, 199, 208. You know what I mean? Like, especially for the size I got, it's like a 209. So it's most likely, if I were to sell these on StockX, I would definitely be losing money. I probably wouldn't even break even. So if ever I were to sell these, I'd probably sell them like in person through you know, Facebook Marketplace or one of those places. But I just wanted to let you guys know, it's looking like they're holding at the bare minimum. So I'm not necessarily going to say these are a complete brick. These could go up in value, but again, really more for the personal if you guys do decide to go for these. Because, like, my size right now, 208, I'd probably be spending anywhere from maybe 240, 250 after taxes and all that verification and stuff that StockX would do. But again, we don't buy from StockX here. We're just using it so that we can get that understanding. And yeah, so I mean, I like him. I'm giving a solid 7 out of 10. I think that's a decent rating, considering the fact you got the double swoosh, you got the double tongue, you got that nice bubble in the front. They just look good. They look good, and I could completely see these with like just nice track pants. Overall, it's a cool sneaker. The price is a little high. If it was 160, maybe a cop. Hey, 100%, man. I agree. It is a little bit on the higher side, especially considering the fact that other Cortezes like retail for anywhere from like 110, 130 if it was like a union collaboration. But again, I know it's not the most hype sneaker, okay? But it's different, and they really spice it up. So hats off to Sacai, hats off to Nike for this collaboration. I think they killed it. I think they did a great job, especially the fact that it's a model that nobody really cares about. You know what I mean? So it's like by them putting a little bit of spice, you know, and everything nice on this, it's like it makes people a little bit more compelled to be like, hey, what are those? Oh, those are cool. And then you could literally tell the story on how it's a collaboration. It was created 50 years ago, and they're spicing it up. Anyway, that's my review. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review. I did want to just jump on the Nike app real quick. Again, there's a lot of stuff I'm doing on the back end over here. There's a lot of improvement and all this other stuff that I'm working on. But much love to everybody who is watching right now. Shout out to all you guys. You guys are a real one. We got Alexandra the Goat. What size did I grab? These are a size 11. So this is not my size. I'm a size 9.5. I'm a size 10. So guys, just letting you guys know, these do not run true to size. Okay, I need to mention that. I need to reiterate that. If you guys are looking to get this, go half a size higher. Okay, if I did, my regular size is 9.5. If I got a 9.5, if I got in a 9.5, that's my size. These would fit so snug. Sorry, I didn't mean to whistle. They would fit super snug. So my regular size is a size 10. So that's what I would probably be going for on the aftermarket. But with that being said, let's go ahead and dive into I guess the next thing I want to transition to is I wanted to touch on these heirlooms. Okay. These heirlooms, they did this big release, small release party at Stashed, you know, and they invited certain, you know, I guess celebrities or what have you. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like this sneaker specifically, we're looking at it on the aftermarket. It's not doing good. It's just not. Now, I see this as a decent sneaker that's going to age well in time, to have this whole story behind it, but I don't know. I just feel like the hype isn't there. The hype isn't there. They did this whole release party and all this stuff, and like, I don't know. To me, it's just like, I don't know. I would like to see them after they're completely like destroyed and all dirtied up and all that. That's what I want to see, because apparently this leather, from what I'm hearing, is a Vincetta leather, which will age in time and add more character to the initial sneaker. Now, I don't believe these are releasing. These are not releasing on sneakers, to the best of my knowledge. They are going to be releasing through certain shops. So there's launch details. They're doing this whole thing on it's releasing in specific stores. I'm not the biggest. I'm a huge fan of Jordan 1 highs, but this one specifically, I don't know. It's just not pulling me. So I don't know your initial thoughts on this one specifically. I feel like they put a lot of thought into the marketing and production, but at the end of the day, I'm just like, I don't know. It's just not grabbing me. And they're pretty much similar to the Visionaire and the Rebellionaire. It comes in a similar box. It comes with this, you know, the writing, like don't tell them. Oh, what's their tagline again? They can't stop you from wearing them is their whole thing, which I think is a little cheesy. But hey, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But yeah, so if you guys ask my honest opinion on these, I'm probably not even going to bother acquiring this. It's just, just past my head. All right, but I did want to touch on them because they're on the Nike app, and I'm sure some people are a little curious, like, what are my thoughts on them? I don't know. I'm going to hard pass on them. I was considering picking up a pair and then seeing, aging in and maybe taking some photos and showing you guys, but I don't know. I'm probably going to hard pass that. Let's keep it moving. Let's see what else is on. Again, I'm probably going to be live for a little bit longer. Still a lot of stuff I need to do for my trip. But we're having a good day over here. I hope you guys are too. Let me go ahead and just continue on with some beats in the building. So I appreciate you guys rocking with me. If you happen to have any questions around any sneaker-related stuff, any clothing-related stuff, I know that Supreme is going to be doing a collaboration with Yoji Yamamoto, and I'm a huge fan of Yoji Yamamoto. I did purchase some pieces from the last release that he did with Supreme. Huge fanatic of his stuff, so I'm excited to see what they're going to be putting out this week. Considering the fact I will be in New York, I'm most likely going to... I don't believe they're going to do a sign-up, from what I heard today from the Supreme guys. There's going to be no store sign-up, but it's kind of like a first-come, first-serve, so I'm going to try to maybe stand in line in Brooklyn. But I just wanted to let you guys know that Supreme is doing that collaboration with Yoji Yamamoto, and those typically fly off the shelves because he's an amazing Japanese designer. All right. Yeah, I'm just getting some tunes in the building over here, but let me go ahead and just switch that up. All right, how is everybody doing? It looked like work. It looked like a work shoe. Oh yeah, it kind of does look like a work shoe. It kind of does. I mean, I really want to see what it's going to look like in time, like after its age and stuff like that. Maybe that might make me more compelled to actually purchase a pair, but I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, I got a lot. I'm sitting on a lot of Jordan 1s over here, so I definitely want to make sure I'm rocking my sneakers. Still figuring out what other pairs of sneakers I'm going to be rocking in New York, but I'm definitely bringing my, my Wave Runner, my high res Wave Runners for sure. And excited to, because I really want to, like, New York is a walking city. I want to make sure I really have something to really just kind of like help me get through the entire day of walking. I'm going to be doing a lot of walking over there, so that's why we're bringing the high res blue for sure. And it seems like the weather's going to be pretty decent over there. But let's keep scrolling. Let's see what else is on here. Anything else worth talking about before we transition out the building? Now, this is something else I did want to touch on. These will be dropping very, very, very soon on the sneakers app. Sorry, something on my screen, so I'm trying to scratch it off. So this is a woman's dunk low, but yes, there are going to be sizing for men. Just do the size conversion, as we know, and these are going to be releasing on 9/20. That is very, very soon. That's in 2 days. So it's happening on Tuesday. So yes, you want to be up bright and early if you are going to be trying for these. I do recommend this as a cop. I do definitely recommend this whether you are going to resell them, whether you are getting them for the personal. I will be trying for these in a size 11. That's my size. Obviously, we're doing the size conversion. And we got Nefali Ortez says, those heirloom are really exclusive and nice. Yes, there is exclusivity behind it, but if you look on the resale market, let me just bring that up real quick. Sorry, I don't mean to transition, but if we go ahead, guys, and we just take a look real quick here, on StockX, and we just type heirloom. I hope I'm spelling that right. Let's see. I'm probably spelling it wrong. Give me a second here. Unless my internet's just buggy. Oh, there you go. I did spell it wrong. Sorry. Thanks for spelling it right. Heirloom. Come on, work with me. There we go. So guys, if we just take a look at this, because I think you guys need to see this. The pricing on the aftermarket for the amount of hype and all the stuff that they're putting into it. I mean, the marketing. There's not a lot of hype behind it, but the marketing that they're putting behind this is like this. Like they're really trying to paint the story, and they do kind of look gold. And I think it's an interesting time that they're releasing this because of the fact that it's like this is so super close to the taxis releasing on Saturday. So it's like taxis over this any freaking day. I mean, it's like it's not even a question, But I don't know. It's just like, take a look at these prices. Mr. Ozzy says, those high res are fire. Yeah, I was really on the fence on getting on getting them because I got them on Yeezy Day, and I was like, well, I hit on what did I hit on? I forget what the hell I hit on. I hit on a couple sneakers. But yeah, it was one of the pairs that I was like kind of on the fence on. I'm like, you know what? I know I'm going to regret it if I don't go for them, so I just went for them. But let's go ahead and take a look at what these are doing on aftermarket. So considering the fact these retail for $170, you got the fancy box, all that schmancy stuff. Come on, you guys can't tell me this is doing well on the aftermarket. These are kind of doing garbage, basura on the aftermarket. And unfortunately, it just is what it is, I mean, like, look. I still think this is a decent sneaker. I don't want to completely, harp on it too much that it's a bad sneaker. I think this is going to look cool after it ages. I'm not the biggest fan of the sole. I'm just not, like, you got to take into account that sole is not going to change. It might get dirty in time, but it's still going to be that really weird, like, gold, like, color, that Vinchetta type color. But I do see the upper panel, that Vincetta changing in time, which is going to kind of look cool. So I'd love to see this after it's worn to the ground after a couple months. That would be kind of cool. I'd love to see somebody working construction wearing this and just annihilating it. You know, I mean, what am I saying? I don't think a single construction person would ever really be allowed to be wearing this because, you know, if stuff falls on their toes, that's not going to be cool. But I'm just saying, I'd love to see somebody wear these to the ground is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, transitioning back over here, this is definitely a cop. I highly recommend clicking that notification button and going for these for sure. This is definitely a good, it's definitely, I would say, somewhat of a money maker to a certain degree. You probably make some lunch money, if anything. Obviously, larger size is the way to go because a lot of guys are going to want this pair. It's a really nice fall and winter pair, so I do recommend going for these next week. Mark your calendars. This is definitely something a lot of resellers are actually going to be going for sure. All right, so I'm just letting it known to you guys. I think it's a solid colorway. Again, we're all pretty much dunked out this year, but this is a solid color, and I recommend going for them for sure, without a doubt. Okay, let's go back and let's see what else we freaking got. Let's see what else is on Sneakers app, and then we'll roll out the building over here, as I do still got some packing to do. But, you know, shout out to each and every single one of you guys in the building. And, yeah, if any of you guys have been in New York, you know, I'm always welcome to learning a little bit on any recommendations you guys have for the city. I'm really excited for my trip. I feel like I feel like I'm not even there, and I feel it's gonna feel like a blink of an eye, basically. But yeah, definitely excited to have some vacation time. Yeah, so we got these wheat and gum light brown. I do like the diamond padding, but I'm not the biggest fan of this color. So let's keep it moving. I'm going to leave that for the women if they want that. I know the Noctis coming up. There was a lot of hype behind it, and then now it's kind of died out. Again, please note there's not much ventilation with the sneaker based on the research I've done, which is why I'm going to be passing on them. And then let's keep rolling. University of Blue, Air Force One. Okay, those are okay, but probably not going to be getting that. And yes, obviously we did touch on the powdered blue. I'm really hoping to have this in the building sometime soon to review for you guys, but this is a definite cop for sure. Without a doubt, no questions asked. I go for all of them, larger sizes, especially if you're trying to make a little bit of money, okay? But I will be going for the personal for sure, okay? I will definitely be going for those for the personal. And then, yes, I know we're on that white cream. We're on the white cream lace swap, I guess, chase over here as we typically do. So I'm definitely going to be changing the laces out. I don't know if I'm going to be changing the insole and coloring it to cream. I've seen some people on TikTok and YouTube doing that, but trying to get these as close to the Travis Scotts. Again, the colors are so much different than the Travis Scott fragments that, you know, let's just let this shoe be its own shoe for just once in its life, you know. But yeah, and then I know that these denims, I believe, oh, the Argons are the ones, yeah. Well, okay. Leaving this for the women, not necessarily going to be going for that one specific, but let's just touch on this, and then we can jump out the building here, guys. Appreciate all you guys watching and rocking with me. We're slowly itching our way to, I guess, just more subscribers and then watch hours, you know. We're doing it. But yeah, much love to everybody over here. Let me go ahead and there we go. So Argons are going to be releasing. I know that they did a little bit of a, was it a shock drop or exclusive access? Guys, I haven't got a single exclusive access this entire freaking year. Similar to Rafi. Rafi was talking about it. He was like, sneakers, yo, are you going to give me a single freaking, like just one? Just give me one exclusive access this entire year. I haven't got anything. I mean, hey, is it my fault that I haven't been like on Sneakers app every single day? Maybe, but you would think last year I got 2 Electro Oranges and a lot 9 out of 50 of the Virgil dunks. So I'm not complaining, but I'm just saying, yo, just one exclusive access this year, please, please, please. Argons are releasing on the 8th of October, so mark your calendars for these. There's going to be profit behind these. Also, these are going to be, I believe, somewhat exclusive. All right, and this is definitely a long-term hold for sure, based on the research I've done. If you're rocking them for the personal, awesome. Try for these. And then if you do plan on reselling them, obviously larger sizes is the move. All right. But I definitely just wanted to touch on that and let you guys know that this is definitely worth going for. I really do like these colors a lot. Kind of remind me of like a reverse Cookie Monster in a way. I love the blue. I think it's awesome. And anything with baby blue, anything with blue, is definitely a good look. I mean, come on. Like, wouldn't it be so fortunate to just be Nike? Like, you have a good silhouette, you just swap out the colors and then sell it. You know what I mean? Because if you think about it, like the innovation I feel that Nike has, a lot of the innovation is really towards running shoes these days. You know, they put a lot of emphasis on the knits and the fly knit and all that stuff and all the technology in running. But it's like when it comes to like the sneakers that we're into, it's like typically, oh, they just do like a color swap, lace swap, and then it's like they call it a day and they're done. Versus Yeezy, that has like literally been putting out like just completely different silhouettes and really just changing the game. You know what I mean? In terms of designs. So it's interesting to me to see how Nike's kind of been playing it safe in a lot of aspects. But look, you know, if it's working for them, awesome. You know, because I feel like where the hype is when it comes to Nike is like obviously Travis Scott. You know what I mean? And just a lot of these collaborations with Nike specifically, Sacai, Union, you know, those type of like those type of sneakers are like the money makers. That's where the hype's at. That's what people are talking about. But yeah, this is just my opinion, right? That's just my opinion overall. Mr. Old School's like, he says, I just want one good EA. Lost and Found. Yeah, hey man, that'll be so sick. Yeah, the Jordan Lost and Found. I know it was called the Reimagine. I guess they changed the name to the Lost and Found. I'm going to try to get those. If we do get them, I'll definitely be covering them on the channel. I know it's not going to be easy to get them, but I'm going to try. I've seen a couple early reviews already, and you know they completely changed like the box. They made it look aged, all that stuff. So we'll definitely be getting into that. I'll probably save that for another stream where I'll touch a little bit more on my honest opinion on that specific. El Marvila says, I did get exclusive access for the Oregon size 11. Let's freaking go. That's awesome, man. Congrats. That's awesome. That is freaking awesome. And you grabbed the kid's pair for a little nephew. Wait, so you got exclusive access for two? For two? That's awesome, man. Congrats. That is freaking awesome. And I tried. I was online. I didn't get exclusive access. Come on, Nike. Just give, you know, just please give us just one. Just one exclusive access anytime this year. And if they are going to give us exclusive access, it would be really, really, really lovely if it was on the Jordan Lost and Founds. That would be amazing. For sure. But guys, that's pretty much it for the stream today. Appreciate all you guys rocking with me. It really means the world to me as we scale, as we grow this channel. I do want to leave you guys off with anybody new to my channel that has not already subscribed. Consider subscribing to the channel. I don't bite. I'm very friendly over here. We talk sneakers, we talk streetwear, and yeah, we're living it up over here. All right. I just want to let it be known to everybody. I am going to be taking a little bit of a break. I'm going to New York City, so I'm excited to meet some of the streamers from New York that are in the sneaker game. I'm excited to get some yo-yoing. I'm going to be working on a yo-yo video while I'm there, so expect that on my channel pretty soon. It's been a while since I put out a yo-yo edit, so I'm really excited about that. I'm putting the pressure on. Even though it's supposed to be like vacation time, to me, it's like this is an opportunity to be in one of the best cities in the world. I mean, I'm living in one of the best cities in the world, San Francisco, but New York is another big, favorite city of mine. There's so much creativity and passion and energy that I don't know, that just drives me every time I'm in the city. And I think it's why I'm choosing, if I'm going to go on vacation, vacation is also work. Well, if I'm going to go on vacation, I want to be in one of the most inspirational cities that like really lights me up, and no better city than New York City. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I'm just excited. I already packed everything in terms of like my yo-yos and camera equipment and all that stuff. So I'm excited to get some content for you guys. And consider subscribing to the channel, smashing that like button, and then obviously following me on Instagram. We talk sneakers, streetwear, all that fun stuff. And yeah, you know, again, like you guys need to take into account, YouTube is a pretty big space. Everybody has an opportunity to carve some space for themselves, all right? And I think it's why I've really taken initiative this year to be present, give you guys my honest opinion on sneakers and all the stuff that we care about over here, right? I will. Am I going to link up with BG Kicks? Yeah, I'm probably most likely going to be seeing BG Kicks while I'm out there. I'm also going to try to link up also with New York Dad while I'm out there too. So I guess also depends on their schedules. Again, I'm not going to be there for that long. I'm literally there 5 days, 4 nights. It's going to be quick. It's going to be fast. But yes, I'm going to try to get some content and you know, hang out with some streamers in the building. That's for sure. I will have a great time. I know it. I already know it. I'm excited. You know, it's always like the anticipation before you go fly. You just want to make sure you have everything because like I was just like, man, like it's already happening. tomorrow, all this stuff, flying out in the evening, and yeah, should be a good trip. I'm definitely excited. I haven't gone on a single vacation this entire year. We've just been grinding. Like, we've been grinding on YouTube. We've been grinding at my job, and yeah, I mean, it's crazy to me because it's like I'm seeing this vacation. I'm like, we don't have to quit our jobs to be able to have the opportunity to go on vacation. Because I literally just quit, and then like I'm going on vacation and coming back starting a new job. It's like, it doesn't have to be this way. You know what I mean? But we're doing what we need to do over here. We're taking some time. Yeah, I mean, I need to remind myself like to breathe as well over there, like because New York City is such a fast-paced city. It's hustle and bustle over there. You gotta keep up your pace, otherwise you're gonna get stepped on. That's basically New York City, and it's also the city that never sleeps. So I really just want to make sure that while I'm there, I carve out at least a day to just chill. Can we just chill for a second? Yeah. So yeah, I'm hyped. As you can see, I'm definitely excited. Yeah, I don't know. I'll definitely fill you guys in on the other pair of sneakers that I plan on bringing with me. So definitely bring the high res that's for walking around for the majority of the time. And then I definitely plan on bringing like some skate shoe to some extent. So maybe some Adidas skate shoe that I plan on wearing. But yeah, it's been real. It's been freaking real. I'm just drinking my bubbly over here. You guys know me. I've been on the on the bubbly grind. But yeah, wow. I feel like the stream just went by in a blink of an eye. It's always, always, always awesome to rock with you guys. And every time I jump on live and you guys see the notifications and you jump on, it means the world to me. You have no idea. Whether it's 1 subscriber watching me, whether it's 5, whether it's 8, whether it's 10, it just honestly just means the world to me. Sincerely, it really, really does. And I can't thank you guys. I can't thank each and every single one of you like enough, because I don't think you guys realize like how much your attention matters to the channel. It really does. It really, really does. As we scale, as we grow, like every single person that watches and comments, it matters, and it means the world to me. And it really does help. It really does help the channel as we scale, as we grow. Like, hey, I have no idea where the channel is going to be in a year from now, but look, we have hopes, we have dreams over here, and who knows? Maybe one day I'm going to wake up and this is what I'm doing full time. You never know. You never know. There's a lot of possibilities. But I think, honestly, with the amount of sneakers I've already covered this year, I need to look back and actually count how many sneakers we've covered, because I think we're probably nearing maybe 60 or maybe even 70. I really have no idea. It's just like, it literally feels like a blur. It feels like a blur. Every opportunity I have to cover a new sneaker on the channel, and if I happen to have the space, energy, and time, your best bet I'm going to cover it, that's for sure. Yeah, guys, but woo! With that being said, I appreciate each and every single one of you guys. It means the world to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you're new to the channel, you're seeing this for the first time, again, I'm going to give this a solid 7 out of 10. I think this is definitely worth a pickup, especially for the 4th of July. I know we're already past the 4th of July, but I think this is an awesome 4th of July sneaker, and overall just running sneaker in general. It's definitely something that people are going to break their necks and look at, like, whoa, what is that? You know what I mean? But with that being said, I'm going to peace out for the evening. Thank you, guys. Expect more photos and other stuff like on my community page. I will be putting up a contest sometime soon. This is before the 2,000 subscriber contest, so I'm just going to throw out a contest probably on the community page sometime soon. I'm going to be giving one lucky subscriber just a little kind of like thoughtful package, if anything. So definitely excited to be dropping that sometime soon, sometime within the next 2 to 3 weeks. I'm just going to drop it, and whoever gets to participate, awesome. And yeah, with that being said, much love. Thank you all, and I will be peacing out over here. But again, thank you, thank you, thank you. Gonna peace out for the evening. All right, guys. I'll talk to you all soon, and yeah, much love. Later.